Welcome to this service of reflection and Compline this Monday evening in Holy Week. Mary took a pound of costly perfume made of pure nard, anointed Jesus' feet and wiped them with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. Have you ever done anything outrageous? Have you ever felt all eyes upon you? Have you ever wanted to show your love for someone? It was 6 days before the Passover, and Jesus had come to Bethany, to the house I share with Martha and my brother Lazarus. It is evening, and I stood in the doorway, looking into the crowded room. I'm holding something precious, a flask of costly perfume, and I'm trying to gather my courage before it's too late. Martha is busy serving the meal. We'd spent all the day preparing the food, and everyone is here, including the disciples and our friends from the village. Lazarus is sitting at the table, full of life and laughing. Now I come into the room, and no one sees me. I carry my flask of perfume, and I go straight up to the table. I kneel down and pour the perfume over Jesus' feet. Then I wipe his feet with my hair. The talking stops, and all eyes look at me. Shocked eyes, astonished eyes, fearful eyes. Only Judas is scornful. Why was this perfume not sold for 300 denarii and the money given to the poor? I stare at him. Who are you to sneer? This is my house. This is my perfume. You are here as a guest, and you are eating food that I have prepared. Who are you to judge? Jesus is looking at me as if he sees into my heart. He is the one who defends me. He says that I've kept the perfume for the day of his burial. He tells us that we'll always have the perfume of the poor with us, but we will not always have him. But I hadn't bought the perfume for his burial. I don't want him to die. I want to thank him for what he's done for us. He has given Lazarus life. I want to give him a gift now. I want to make the most of this moment while he is here with us. I don't want to think of the future. I don't want to think of what might happen to him in Jerusalem. I start to pray. Don't let it be soon. Don't let it happen. Let us just be in this moment. The scent of perfume begins to spread through the house. We breathe in the rich and powerful scent, then start to eat and talk again, and I sit down at the table. The scent is reassuring. It takes away my fear. It holds a promise of good days to come, days of joy and peace. My perfume is not to be sold to the rich. It's for all of us. I look round faces at the table, old friends and new. I see the widow who has lost her home, the woman who has no food, the man who used to sit and beg. Some are talking about the ways to change society, to make sure everyone has a home and food. Jesus and the disciples are talking about the Passover in Jerusalem. Lazarus wants to go up this year. He wants us to go and celebrate the feast with Jesus. He wants us to be with Jesus as he enters the city with his crowd of followers. The moment has passed, but the moment hasn't gone. It will always stay with me. I know that Jesus is the Messiah, the Anointed One. I anointed him that evening. I didn't anoint his head as king, but I anointed his feet. He walks the costly path of peace. The moment has passed, and Jesus is no longer in our house, but the scent of the perfume reminds me of that evening, and I know that he is with us always. I'm glad I took the risk. I brought Jesus my gift of costly perfume, and anointed his feet, and wiped them with my hair. Have you ever done anything outrageous? Have you ever felt all eyes upon you? Have you ever wanted to show your love for someone? We now turn to our service of Compline, which you'll find on the website.